Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. As a 3D artist, I've been working from one personal project to the next in order to discover how AI might impact my workflow in creating 3D artwork for VFX or game art. This video will show the results of me working with Chat GPT in order to do the programming using only blueprints in Unreal Engine 5.5. Let's do a quick 2-minute playthrough of the game level. We start our level with our hero space alien and his floating AI companion looking down the length of the hangar bay in the space station. Our hero space alien, which happens to be you, the player, is given hints by his floating AI companion for where to go and what to do throughout the level. Be careful around the diplomat's aggressive pet. At least it's safely contained inside its force field crate. It gets upset when it has to go in its crate and travel through space. We find the diplomat shuttle. Let's have a look inside since the ramp is down. That looks like the magnetic parking place for the force field crate with the aggressive pet in it. We can't start the hoverjack without a power cell, so we go to the charging station to pick one up. Pressing X on the controller, our hero space alien attaches a power cell to his leg, and as a result we see that reflected in the progress bar on the bottom right. Following instructions from the floating AI companion, we pick up the aggressive pet and deliver it to its pad in the diplomat's shuttle. Noticing the increase in mass of the hoverjack, the force field crate, and the aggressive pet, our hero moves a bit more slowly as he makes his way to the diplomat shuttle ramp. Now we have to pass a bunch of the big alien guards guarding the diplomat shuttle, and we drop off the cargo. Once we've done that, we get a message and we realize, oh no, the engine's on fire. So we have to go investigate, and we're told to go up the elevator. We're going to go to the break room where we'll see some aliens on their break, and we'll see the space wrench, which you need to grab and come back down and use it to fix the ship's engines. So as you get closer, space wrench appears in your hand and you press the button on the controller, and now the engines are fixed. Now we're told to go up the other elevator, which will take us up to the control room. Once up here, we see that on the main console that we're meant to press X on the controller, and that launches the diplomat shuttle. And this is where the game level ends. Next, we'll see just a quick bird's eye view of the space station hangar, the level map. And after that, we'll see some of the blueprints from the level blueprint and just sort of pan around a little bit. And you can see the level of complexity that was necessary to build this game level. And this doesn't include the blueprints for the third-person character or the heads-up display. One of the things I found was that Chat GPT was not always giving me the answer I needed. Either it was an older version of Unreal, or it was just something that I had to keep trying with trial and error. Here you can see the heads-up display that shows up in the bottom right, both empty and then full when you've completed all the items in the game. And there's just a screenshot from the game. Just for fun, I use the blueprints themselves as part of the heads-up display, the controls in the control room there. This is these messages that were passed on to the player from the floating AI companion. I was using what Unreal calls billboards, and here you can see some examples throughout the level with the instructions that you're supposed to do, and pressing X. And then here's the third-person blueprint showing the perspective viewport with the actual geometry, and you can see like the space wrench attached via a socket. Here are some trigger boxes which trigger events in the game controlled by the blueprints, and this is just early tests with the hero space alien with his floating AI companion, testing with a controller. Previous videos have shown how I made the artwork, but what's different this time is I made a 60-page game design document where not all of it made into the current level map prototype that you see in the video. This is a controller I bought specifically to spray paint with matte gray so that I could scan it and retopologize it and have it in the game where you see it, so it would match the controller you're holding. And these next few items are just traditionally modeled in Maya, ZBrush, and Textured in Substance Painter and Marmoset. Here's the aggressive pet with some tests in Maya, some Marmoset test renders, and some rigging done in Maya, all just so the aggressive pet could wriggle in its force field crate. Every once in a while I would put everything together in a quick test just to see the idle cycles of all three characters here. Here's an example of a photo bashed, many layers of Photoshop plus an AI concept, as you can see by the text there. And here's the traditionally modeled and textured and rendered assets. Here's an example made in Photoshop and then Substance Painter and Meshy AI to generate one of the aliens from about 2 years ago. And you can see that that's not really game-friendly geometry, but I left it as is. This is an AI-generated texture in this case for this character. This next character was a whole bunch of, starting with an AI concept, ZBrush, Maya, and so on. So what I learned was that in spite of starting out just thinking maybe just me and Chat GPT could learn how to do the blueprints and code the whole game, I realized that that wasn't going to be the case, and I had to often consult YouTube videos, Google searches, Unreal Engine documentation, and every once in a while, every few weeks, get the help of a very talented, experienced programmer to set things straight with what I had to show. The conclusion I'd like to still make based on the last 3 years of various AI type stuff: can a lone 3D artist use AI in areas they're not really comfortable with? Well, what I keep finding is that you need to be proficient in the area that you want to use AI, and then it can be helpful. But otherwise, like for myself, I'm not a programmer, and expecting or not expecting that ChatGPT could help me figure out everything there is to know about programming with blueprints in Unreal wasn't an easy path to take. Thanks for watching, everybody.